What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings. I use he, him pronouns, and welcome to the Monday stream. Hello. Hello. Thank you for the my wife. Hello, Born to Be. Hello, Gregor. Have a good lurk. Hello, Camaro. Welcome in. Welcome back. Hello, PT. Hello, Alan. Hello, Bell. Bell says, what do you get when you cross a pair of pink shorts and an HR person running a marathon? You get some sick pictures on Instagram. I've been Instagrammed. Oh my God. Can I hold on? Can I put a pin in that? I haven't warmed up yet. I've got I got no bones, okay? I got no bones right now. Work. Did that work? Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. I can flex for you now. Ugh, but you're not gonna be able to see anything. Because this is that natty life. This is that natty life where when I'm wearing clothes, it doesn't really look like when I wear clothes that fit, it doesn't look like I have muscles. Welcome in. I just picked the most expensive thing. You know, you could. You know what I just realized? Hang on. Welcome in, Onion Knight. How are you doing today? Happy Monday, everyone. Happiest of Mondays to all of you. We're gonna just really quick make you a VIP. I'm gonna do it later. I'm gonna do it later, but we will do it. It's actually kind of a crime. Here we go. Colin? There we go. Beautiful. Wow. Boom. Oh. Okay, how are you? Are you Superman? I'm not. I'm not. Superman doesn't have a mustache. I don't think ever in the history of Superman has Superman had a mustache. And that's not me. That's not me. I've had a mustache. This is my second mustache, which is very strange to say. Westrel, hello. Who is your fitness inspiration and why is it Aaron Bugenhagen, aka Rick De La Stick, aka Ricky Boots, Dick Del Hagen? Hold on a second. Rick Boogs. Oh my gosh. Dude is yoked. How am I not familiar with Rick Boogs? That man is absolutely yoked. And he has a pink headband. I don't, you know, it's really hard for me to say who my fitness inspiration is. Because I feel like I've had like fitness inspirations that have turned out to be duds in terms of like other values that I have and aligning with those. Superman, hold on, Bell, no, we can't, no, we're not doing that. We're not gonna start some big ol' swingy donger war with Superman. Cause look, I can't compete with the man from Krypton, okay? Look, we don't have any actual evidence that he doesn't exist. Here's the thing about many things in fiction is we can't actually definitively prove that they're not real. We don't have any actual proof that Superman is not out there somewhere right now. You screened him? What? Warner Bros. Had to spend a lot of money to make sure that he wouldn't have a mustache. That's right. That's why Justice League looks so weird. The digital anti-mustache. Damn. I'm gonna be honest. I don't talk about this on stream too often, but I'm really glad I took an edible before I watched that movie. Just throwing that out there. It was long. It was long. It wasn't bad. I enjoyed it, but I stand by my choice. I stand by my choice to give myself some support as I was watching it. You still haven't watched it. It's worth watching. It's a fun movie for sure. Is that ply finished with anything? Oh, the plywood. Yeah. Yeah, it's we sanded it down and then added some polyurethane coating. So nothing too fancy, but when I do move the gym, I'm going to do a fresh poly job on it. So it will be re-urethaned. Tell me how I'm going to convince Ellen to watch it. Ben Affleck. Like if nothing else, even if you don't like Affleck Batman, I will say that his portrayal of Batman in Justice League is interesting and angry and interesting. Also the gosh, what's the name of the suit that he makes to beat up Superman? If nothing else, just like the CGI of the Mega Bat suit. What is the name of it? Does it have some like really on the nose name like the Super Buster? Why didn't they just like get that big machine from the Incredibles? Ugh. Because when everyone's super, no one will be. My name's Syndrome. I got big hair and a big old suit. Ben is good, but Kevin Conroy and Adam West remain the GOATs. What do you think of Patman? I don't know that we have ever talked about Patman. We have on this channel, Sean, I don't think you and I freaking loved Patman. Jay Blaze, hello. Do you use creatine? And if so, how do you pick which to get? Jay Blaze, yes. Answer is yes. Short answer is yes. Answer on which one to get is the cheapest one you can find that is like just straight up creatine monohydrate. Creatine is one of those supplements that you don't pay a lot for it because it is a compound that your body will produce naturally if you eat a lot of meat. So like, don't try to get your meat through creatine. That is that's one piece of advice that I will give. I buy from bulk supplements. I get my creatine because you literally take 5 milligrams of it per day or 5 grams of it per day mixed into whatever. Oh, it is tasteless. It is odorless. Oof. So don't spend a lot of money on it. Oh. Does that help? Like I literally just get like this hardly labeled bag, but you just got to make sure it's like actually stuff. But it doesn't dissolve. No, it does not. It does not. So I put my creatine in my protein shake that I have. Oh, hello, Tabs. How are you doing? Welcome in. Welcome in, Tabs. How was the rest of your stream today, Tabs? Get this done. Interesting direction to go. I thought it was a great choice for said direction. I loved how wonderfully cheesy it was. Like it was low-key a really cheesy movie if you like really paid attention to what was happening with him. I'm just starting to work out again. Nice, nice. What kind of stuff are you doing? Are you doing more strength training stuff? You doing more like cardio? You doing classes? What's the deal? Oh, I may have trolled the troll, but it was fun. I mean, Tabs, if they tested you, they deserved to then get dunked on. Reddit has officially died, and now I don't know what to do between my sets or when I'm looking to be brainless and scroll things. Snooks, I am so sorry for your loss. I could be like fitness influencer, like wellness influencer, and be like, well, you could apply that time to some sort of micro learning or bettering yourself. Have you considered Duolingo or potentially engaging in some mindful meditation between your sets? But we all know if you are working out and that is a thing that you are doing to relax your brain, it's okay to just kind of zone out a little bit. So I'm not going to say stuff like that. Being on streams can be really nice. I'm always like super honored when someone is working out at a gym and they tell me that they have me on their phone and they're just like chatting with me while they're working. You will make a streamer very happy if you do that. Gross, Nike. Hello, Artemis. How are you today? I'm not, I would not say I'm very brand loyal on anything, except for Brooks shoes. Brooks shoes are hella good. Brooks, if anyone affiliated with Brooks is out there and wants to talk with your boy, I would love to represent you. You're at home, right? Doesn't matter what you think. This is true. That's true. Micro meditation. Hello, Mr. Wibble. Welcome in. How are you? Oh, no, yeah. Streams are inconsistent, but I'll be here for as long as you are. Word. Welcome in, Snooks. You want something to do in between sets working out. So, Snooks, do you listen to music or podcasts when you lift? Hello, Belle. Huh. How's everyone doing today? Would you like me to represent you in a court of law? I shouldn't do that. I should not do that. I think I don't, yeah. Like I think what Snooks was saying is that like he's trying to be brainless in between sets. Which is valid. Basher, hello. Welcome in, Basher. Happy Monday. I'm doing great, thank you. It's been a very productive morning. A very productive morning. Any podcast suggestions? How long of a podcast are you looking for? Because I do have some podcast suggestions. I do. If like the shorter form stuff is better for you, and I'm sure we could crowdsource this for you also. If you want fitness stuff, if you want like comedy stuff, sci-fi stuff, we got all of the things. Looking forward to a gym session in a lovely 80+ Fahrenheit gym. Is Bikram fitness a thing? You know, I bet there is someone who is like harping on it because it makes you tougher. And I'm sure it does. There is emotional toughness and mental toughness that is involved in trying to like work out in really high heat. Hey, have a good meeting, Tabs. Good luck with your new agent. Do the podcast thing while I'm mowing the lawn or doing work. Doesn't work as well in between sets because I kind of want to keep my hands busy. I'm open to all those genres. Hello, Priceless. Welcome in. Welcome in today. Oh, and a wellness minute. I'm gonna hold off a little bit on that wellness minute just because I want to make sure we get the sets up and running before I dip into it. But I will do it. We've got one prepped. Yeah. So I will say one that I've really enjoyed is, and it's a little bit slower because it's a horror podcast. Magnus Archives is a great one. Nike Trained podcast is a really great one. They are varying in length, so some of them are like 20 minutes, some of them are like some of them are like an hour. I've come across recently. So Magnus Archives is about a fictional place in London that is like this repository for people who experience supernatural phenomena. And they come in and they do like a written report. And it centers around the person who is now being given the job of reorganizing the archives. And so he is like re-recording. He's converting all of these written accounts into recordings. And it starts a little slow, but it gets pretty scary and pretty good. Disastrous AMA Q&A post. I've been staying away from the whole Reddit thing. I'm really sorry for anyone who is like really into Reddit and is just like it's getting taken away in front of you. Like genuinely. Yeah, Reddit was a good place to like, I don't know, I feel like it says something when most times when you try to Google something, like you have, oh gosh, there's, oh no, I have debris in my shoes. There's pieces of my bathroom in my shoes. Anthony Dean Channel, hello. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Joe workouts. Joe to Joe. We've got the Joe to Joe pipeline active today. Welcome in, Raiders. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Hello. Welcome in, Raiders. How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings. I use he, him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, we lift weights. Tuesdays, Sundays, we play video games all the time. We're an inclusive community all about getting moving in the ways that work for you. How are you doing? How are you doing? Your shot of morning, Joe. Hello, Celti. Hello, Rome. Oh. Anthony Dean, I'm doing great. Thank you. I'm doing great. Thank you. It's been a very productive morning. I was really excited to work out today. Now we're going to do 4x8 squat, which is not great. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Everyone, go check out Joe workouts. While you're at it, go check out King Rome. Rome's been making some beats on stream. Feel like Rome took a little break from streaming for a while and has now been you've been a lot more consistent lately. Welcome in, Raiders. Make sure you're taking care of yourselves. Grab a drink, grab a snack, grab a walk, grab a stretch. Do what you got to do to feel good, feel ready. Take your meds if you haven't done so yet today. Eat if you haven't eaten anything today. My goodness, please make sure you're eating, keeping your energy up. And happy Pride to anyone who that is relevant for. To everyone, happy Pride. How was the pink run? It was so good. It was so good. I was blown away by how good those photos are. I was very happy. I tipped the photographer. I was like, hey man, thank you so much. How are you doing, Rome? Use Reddit as a little community for all the things I like. Basketball, DJing, Twitch stuff, weed growing, house DIY. IDK way to get my questions answered and to learn about those things now. Yeah. So is it totally dead? Is it totally dead, or is it just like not gonna be like not have good support app-wise anymore? Making the world a better place one song at a time. Appreciate you so much. Thank you, Rome. Thanks for being here. How are your workouts going? How you been feeling? How is the bathroom remodeling going? It is on pause right now because we are waiting for a plumber to come visit our home. We honestly, I may have missed a phone call earlier from someone to schedule the work that we're getting done. There we go. We're going to do 135, 205, and then we'll go up to 245, where we're going to be doing our working sets today. We're going to do 4x8 by 245. We're going to try to keep the rest to a reasonable minimum. Boiling where I am. It's like a heat wave. How hot is it? How hot is it? We're going to get 80s here today, maybe. Maybe. I should like post my Amazon affiliate link with the shorts. I think I just sold like 10 pairs of those shorts. I need to send you my stats from the 100 and 800. 5K yesterday was slow, but there were reasons. Celty, did you poop during your 5K? Shout out command. I know, I've tried to fix it and it just won't work. Maybe I need to give it another go. Little A, little B, alpha support, everyone has left. Mods and volunteers that don't want to uphold the communities anymore. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I didn't realize it was that bad. It's always a good idea to shit before you run. It is. Half of learning to be a runner is learning to manage your bowel movements. Maybe not half. That's generous. Maybe like 80%. That's all the hard work. We're gonna do a little pre-roll. Hadn't heard about the Reddit blackouts. Apparently Reddit is changing the API and wanting to charge. So a ton of subreddits are on protest. That's what I heard. Was that the API was changing, that it was getting a little bit harder for other app developers to actually use Reddit and for communities to use Reddit. I didn't know that was gonna like tank the whole site. Had to scale them back last week. Took 3 straight days off and hated it. Hurt my knees going for PRs. It's been tender for over a week now, but I'm on the mend. Got back to it Sunday with some upper body. Nice, nice. I'm glad you took the rest. That's always really hard when like you hit some PRs, right? You go for some PRs, you hit the PRs, you're like, "Ooh, man, I feel so strong. I feel so accomplished." And then suddenly suddenly like, "Oh, I see that there are consequences to this now." Ugh. Those are big weights. They're okay. Thanks, Mitch. That's kind of you. Welcome in. What are those podcasts about? Oh, Anthony Dean, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. So the podcast, the first one is the Magnus Archives. That is the horror one. Those are about 20-minute episodes, and they're really nice for just like taking walks. Or if you are if you're working out, like you can get a few episodes in the course of a session. But they're really quiet, so you got to kind of focus in. Nike Trained is from Nike Training Club, and it's a bunch of interviews with really great trainers and also some athlete celebrities about like different aspects of wellness. They have some really good episodes. I would definitely recommend Nike Trained. Did you submit a video for acro? So I didn't. I'm not doing the transformation challenge. I didn't want to take up space in that area because I feel like I'm already in a spot where I'm, doing pretty well physique wise. So I'm going to be mostly focusing on maintaining and doing a little bit of cutting this summer for the classic physique, but I won't be submitting a transformation video. Supposed to be a team duathlon, canceled the bike portion, so I ran the 5K. Basically, no one else on the road, and the directing was crap at that point with no one to follow. Felt like a practice run with no competition. Oh, shoot. Okay. That's rough, Celty. I've had one marathon or one 5K course that I've ran twice and gotten misdirected both times. So I just didn't go back this year. Like I wanted to run it again, and maybe I will someday. But getting misdirected on a marathon or on a course is so disheartening. Or like even when you have like a moment where you're not sure if you're going the right way, like how are you supposed to run hard if you have this nagging feeling of like maybe I'm not going the right direction? But all my 3 runs this weekend were sort of 5Ks, and I ended up like around a 6:45 pace for all of them, which was great for me. Didn't hurt when I was doing the actual workout. I was able to do the workouts to full sets. I think it was leg extensions that caused the aggravation, but it was an eye-opening experience. Gonna have to be more disciplined going forward. That's all right, Rome. I mean, you learn from it, right? As long as you're learning. As long as you're learning. Welcome into Bukin. Happy Monday. We still have a wellness minute that we will get to shortly. Exactly. Hey, Gaston, hello. Thank you. And thank you, Celsi. Yeah. No, I mean, I started out the day and like going into the day, I thought maybe like if I got a good day. Kim the Godson, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. I went into the day thinking like I will be pretty happy if I'm running like 7:30, 7:45, just because my legs, I went a little hard on some leg stuff the Wednesday before, and I was still experiencing some soreness, so I thought, I'm not gonna put too much pressure on this. And then when I took off, I just felt so fast. So I left it all out there. Okay, those felt good. Time will tell how 2:45 goes. We've been doing a lot of volume work. I haven't put much more than 2:25 on the bar in a while. How many years have you been doing this? That's a good question. Like, I remember the first time I ever lifted weights was in middle school. We had like a unit on it in gym class, And even then, like, I really liked it. Did it for sports when I was in high school. And then after high school, went into college. And my first year of college, I basically did absolutely nothing. I think, like, legit, I worked out 3 times that year. Gained 25 pounds. Found out later that I just lost, like, a lot of muscle mass. Had some pretty rough depression symptoms at the time. And at that time, I was like, okay, I'm going to try to do something about this. Summer after my freshman year, lost 40 pounds. Couldn't run more than like 200 to 400 meters without needing to stop. And like, I still remember the hill that I would run up and the little stretch of sidewalk that I would do my workouts on to this day. And it just took a lot of time to get up to a place where I was being all right. You'll slide the fix one into my DMs. I should just fix it right now. Thank you, Celty. I appreciate it. Missed the race update? It sounds like it went well. It did. It did. Yeah. Hello, Leah. How are you doing? How are you doing? Eddie, don't do me dirty like that. I just want to make sure I'm keeping up. We got some new faces in here, and I want to make sure that we take care of them. Welcome in, Leah. How's your day? Am I allowed to ask you a fitness question? You are. We have the AMA tag on. And as always, that's what this space is for, right? Welcome in, Leah. Yeah, the race was great. I got some really good photos. I ran a really good pace. Like, it was all just a lot of fun. Randomizer, welcome in. Have a good lurk. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Still new here, but been around the fitness and health Twitch community. What up, E-Border? I know you. I know yous. No, you're good, Basher. You're good. I may, like, jump back to whatever you ask if it's, like, in the middle of something, but please always feel free to ask a question. You should be able to do, like, the highlight my comment thing if, you know, that's a good thing to do if you're asking a question. Which part of your body are you happy with, and what areas do you want to progress on? I would say I'm pretty happy with my back. Like, my back has seen a lot of progress in the last couple of years. I feel okay about my shoulders. Biceps I'm feeling pretty good about. I would like to develop my chest a bit more and my quads. My chest, my quads, and my hamstrings are like 3 areas that I've been trying to put a lot of focus into. Just because, like, chest has been an ongoing thing for a number of years. I've had a strength imbalance that has caused some shoulder issues and other things. But for hamstrings and quads, it's just like running and not spending a lot of time on isolation exercises has really, you know, they just haven't caught up with everything. So thank you for asking. How much time do you spend on fitness every day? How much do you think is too much? People shame me for cardio, saying it's something you just got to do. If I was doing nothing, then I would agree. Spending 2 hours on weights every day, I really hate making that 3+ hours by adding cardio. Just too much time taken out of the day. Yeah. So, you know, it depends, Snoops. Like, when I go for runs, so my typical run schedule is I'll have one on an ideal week, and sometimes this mixes up, right? So on an ideal week, on Tuesday, I will do a run between 35 and 45 minutes. That will either be a tempo run or a slow run. Tempo being like fast enough that I can't finish a complete sentence, but not so fast that I'm sprinting, if that makes sense. Like, I can get a couple of words out. That is lactic threshold style training. So that's Tuesday. Again, the run itself is like 35 to 45 minutes. By the time I get warmed up, get out the door, get back and shower, that ends up being, you know, hour and a half maybe. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays doing these lifts. Sometimes the Twitch lift takes 2.5 hours. Sometimes the Twitch lift takes like 3 hours. If Twitch wasn't involved with that, I can get these lifts done in like an hour and 15, hour and 30 minutes, including cleanup on the other side of that. And then Thursday, typically speed day, which is, again, same idea. Like, I'm going out there probably doing 30 minutes of effort and then coming back. Sundays are long run days, so on those days the run takes more time. Usually that's an hour to 2 hours, depending on what kind of training I'm doing. But I don't know, like if you get to the point where you're like, I cannot sustain this and I do not like it, then like you may want to try to find some ways to make things more efficient. So like I've run into it plenty of times where I've thought, I cannot keep spending 3 hours doing lifting, lifting weights, and like think about, okay, how can I reduce my rest between sets? Like I used to be able to do a lift in 45 minutes in the gym, 45-minute session, clean up and get out and get to work. Just because I was doing a different type of training, right? But I don't know if that's helpful, Snooks. Let me know if you want me to expand on that a little more. Rudolfo, hello. Hope you're having an amazing day. Thanks for joining us today. How are you? Cardio, good for anyone. Even just 30 minutes is good, like running or some form of martial arts. You're right, AC. I mean, even like 15 minutes of HIIT cardio, 10 to 15 minutes of HIIT cardio is going to be as good for you as 35 to 40 minutes of solid state. Talk about ego lifting. Think of a bench press or squat or something. Propose that the ultimate ego lifting is moving furniture that should be 2 people, but you refuse to ask for that help. No, don't do it. Don't try to move it by yourself. Think about how much that TV cost you or how much it will cost you to replace, and then ask yourself, is it worth that amount of money to not get some help? All right, let's see if we can get 8. Woohoo! That's gonna be a battle. All right, check the time on that. Checked my weight today, officially below 200 pounds. According to BMI scale, you need to lose 20 more pounds to reach a healthy weight. Use an elliptical machine for 30 minutes in the mornings. What anaerobic exercises could I throw in? Split those 30 minutes, considering I have no equipment. So I'm gonna start by saying, Basher, hang on a sec. Hello, Randy. So I'll start by saying, Basher, BMI is a really broken and imperfect measurement of health. If you are doing, I just want, like, please continue to lose weight if you would like to do so, but please don't base like any sort of particular progress entirely on BMI, because really I'm not going to be able to fully articulate all of the problems with it, but essentially it is someone who looked at a chart, a group of people who looked at a chart of morbidity rates of like who's dying more, and then said like, okay, well, these people that are a little bit heavier are dying more, and then set these like kind of arbitrary lines on what that means, and like how heavy is too heavy, when in reality, like the difference between like someone who is very, very overweight, and I'm gonna say overweight just to use the lingo embedded in BMI, but like that difference, thank you for the follows, everyone. The difference between someone who is not active at all and someone who is mildly active, who just got a little bit of fluff, you know? The BMI chart would say like both of those people are overweight or obese, or even morbidly obese, which is just like a horrible thing to say. So like you can pay attention to BMI as a measure. Welcome to the Run Club, folks. But I am like on the cusp of being overweight. So I'll start there. I will say that if you want to like up your elliptical game, you can work in intervals and like HIIT training. So you could say with your elliptical, you could like be going steady state for 5 minutes, take 1 minute and go really hard, and then take 2 minutes to go a little bit slower, and then go 1 minute really hard, and then take 2 minutes to go a little slower. And you'll feel out what the right, effort level is for you as you're doing it. And it'll take some time. You can also jump off, do like 10 push-ups, or if you have if you get a set of bands, I highly recommend, if you're going to be doing home workouts at all, get a set of tube bands that have the rings and the handles, right? Does that help, Basher? Ooh, I think I'm looking for someone to... Oh, sorry, Eddie. My sessions are 1.5 to 2 hours currently, 5 times a week. So you're putting in a good 10 hours a week on it. Welcome in, Ren. Sorry, folks, I'm catching up. I think I'm looking for someone to say, gonna have to suffer and just do it. You can get by without doing it. I think we talked recently. Maintenance calories are at a point now where I can't cut without doing cardio. Just hate it in every way possible. One of those things I gotta pick what I want more. Being slightly less fat, hating life for an hour a day, being fatter and not having to do the thing I hate. I mean, yeah, I mean that's kind of it. Snooks is you can reduce your cardio schedule by doing shorter, harder bouts of cardio. Very possible. And in fact, like if you are someone who is trying to do cardio daily, definitely recommend trying to work in some sort of intensity work alongside of that. So even if it's of your 5 to 6 to 7 days of cardio a week, you're taking one day where you're doing more intense interval work, even if that's shorter. Like Tabata cycles suck, but they're super effective. Super effective. What is your weight training schedule? I lift on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I do a full body either push, pull, or mix. And there's not really a great reason for why I do push, pull, mix. I've just found that it helps with helping my body feel good when I'm doing running. Hierarch, hello, welcome in. How are you doing today? BMI is kind of BS. General guideline based on average person. Doesn't take into account body fat or other factors. Or like socioeconomic status, which like tends to be a pretty good determinant of how long you live. Unfortunately, is like the amount of like the resources that you have to keep yourself healthy, and healthy being a very, subjective term. Still not even close to getting my stuff done, and it burns me out. I need to get how to manage my time and tasks better. But what does your schedule look like, Snooks? 5'2", and my doctor always tells me my BMI needs to improve. I'm like, Doc, I'm benching and lifting and running. Ain't the fittest person, but I'm definitely not inactive. Yeah. Some doctors still haven't caught up on that either. But yeah, you can absolutely use BMI as something that is helpful for you, right? Like if you want to use that as a motivator, as a target, like if you are motivated by numbers and seeing yourself go from like obese to overweight to normal weight, hopefully not underweight, right? But like seeing that progression, if that's something that's helpful for you and that's motivating, go for it. But just be careful about like what else is changing. If you are in such a calorie deficit that you are just walking around like a zombie every day, and your cognitive functioning to do the rest of the things that you need to do in life are being impacted, like just be careful about it, right? Because like at the end of the day, you're trying to make lifelong habits. Like that is to me the point of fitness is not, I want to lose 20 pounds, 30 pounds so I can fit into this outfit, get ready for the beach, and then go and do this thing in July, and then just like be done. Like you can get a lot further by thinking about what comes after that, Like how can I make this, I know that this is something that's good for me, not just for how my body looks, but for how it feels, preventing cancer, preventing hypertension, and Excuse me. Oh. Elliptical is already a great workout. It'll stop helping me lose weight at some point. I need to switch it up with something else. There's something to be said for that, right? To just, one, like you might get bored. You could get bored with it. As you get more fit, which like can even happen within the first like month, you know? After a month of doing steady state cardio work on a machine, you will, like you're gonna get more fit. And the benefit of doing that same thing is gonna reduce over time. So you're gonna wanna find ways to make it a little more intense. Even if it's not the same thing every day, right? Like you don't have to go 5 seconds faster every week, but maybe one of your days, you're trying to make it a little more challenging by adding some incline. Again, intervals, as we said. Ooh. Hey, Rock, I'm doing great. Sorry, folks, I know I'm not doing a great job of keeping up with chat today. Hopefully I can get back to playing basketball before the summer is over. Walk, dog, mow lawn, do workout, get cardio in, cook supper, install a door, do dishes, laundry, music, organization for that wedding in 2 weeks. Stream or do something enjoyable for myself. Yeah, so Snooks, I mean, I am there. I'm just gonna, the thing that I can do right now is just like validate that feeling. And it helps me to know that I'm gonna get to a point where it doesn't feel like that every day, where if I stop moving, everything piles up, right? It's just like, you know, like helping yourself understand that if some of those things don't get done, that doesn't make you less of a person. It might, you know, it might throw a stick in the spokes, right? Things may not be done as perfectly. They may not be done to the full extent that they could be done. But at the same time, like, you got to take care of yourself. And just know you're going to have those periods where it's going to be, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. The rest is coming. It's coming at some point. But you will, like, I'm in that same space where sometimes it feels like I keep doing stuff and I'm just not caught up. But I'm sorry, Snooks. That's a rough spot to be in. What up, lady friend? How you doing? Hello, Chris. Welcome in. Jack Super Mario. Welcome in, Cabbage. Cabbages and condoms. Ooh, I love that. Boz Rule. Thank you for that Prime sub. Hey, let's get you on the bumper, huh? Boink. We'll get you on the bumper, and then we'll get some. We'll get our next set of squats in. Whew. BAZRLUE. And we're going to put you. How about right here, huh? Yo. Name me. Boz Rule, thank you so much for that support. Thank you for that Prime sub.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all.
Stupid sexy Flanders.
Oh, Ren, thank you for that gift sub. Thank you for those 5 gift subs. Thank you so much. Snooks, thank you for the Prime sub. We got to name that baby. I'm going to name that Twitch baby Bald. Bald, because that's what I'm going to be when you hit your weight loss goal. How's that? Michaela, hello. How are you today? Welcome in. It's good to see you. The baby is bald. Oh, man, it's 2 sets down. I got a training at 2 o'clock that I need to get to. I don't need to shower beforehand because I don't have a shower in my house right now. That's one good thing. But Ren, thank you so much for those gift subs. And thank you for the hype train, everyone. Thank you so stinking much. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything here. Holy Z said, being overweight and being sedentary each have their own independent risks. And that's exactly it. Is the big problem with BMI is that it oversimplifies what is essentially a very complex set of circumstances that can apply to a population. You can say that in populations that are more predominantly at a certain body weight and height measurement, that there is going to be a higher instance of diseases with morbidity factors, or of symptoms that have associated comorbidities, I think is the way that it would be referred to. But like on its own, do not let BMI define you or like tell you that you are in particular not doing enough. But do, please, try to be active. Like that's what we're about here, is like get active in the way that works for you, get active in the way that is like fits within your lifestyle. So like with Snooks, you know, like you're lifting 2 hours a day and then you're doing an hour of cardio, you know, maybe like changing up one of those things, like going with a different type of lifting that involves shorter sessions and allows you to get that other hour of time back so that you can still do your cardio. Like that will end up being more important in the long run, right? Hello, Porter. Oh, the weekend was great. The weekend was great. I had a really awesome relay event with some friends. We ran a marathon relay together, and it was such a good time. There's some photos on Instagram if you want to check them out. We actually got some really good race photos. It was excellent. Did feel like BMI is too general in terms of healthy weight. You'd be 25.5 considered overweight. How many differences can you list for being 24.5, which is considered healthy? Exactly. Anytime you're trying to provide an objective measure to something which is like going to be more personalized, it's just going to be broken. It's oversimplified. And there's a podcast that I listened to recently that just completely tears it apart. Like really goes hard on the history of how we got to the BMI and why it sucks so bad. But it's very harsh, and it's like an hour and a half. Tabs, that's great. Oh, that's great, Tabs. Oh my gosh, so you don't have to spend a bunch of money upgrading your studio. 195, want to be at 180-ish? Yeah, I mean, I think that's a great goal. None of this is to say that it should not, like, you should not be at all motivated to lose weight, because it still matters, right? Like, having control, I think that's been the biggest thing for me over the years, is finding out that I can control my weight. I can control my relationship with food. Yeah, for 5'11", absolutely. I am currently 180 pounds at 5'11". 5'10", but you know, I lie about my height because I'm not a tall king, but I'm not a short king. So what's an inch gonna do? Nervous when I'm doing something new. Now I feel way less stressed. I'm so glad to hear it, Tabs. All right, I still owe a wellness minute. Giggity. What's an inch gonna do? All right. Giggity out. Oh. Choking quagmire. Gaston, how are you doing today? How's your energy levels? Gaston is what? Gaston is getting real close to a pretty big milestone. This is going better than I expected. To be frank. My name is Frank. Hundo 20 peeps? Oh gosh. Hello, Hundo 20. If y'all have not done so yet and you're considering it, go ahead, follow. Hit the little follow button. Catch another stream sometime. Even if you can't hang out today, love to have you around some other time. Energy is good. The steam is not. Going through this, thought everything was going to be different after hitting 100 down. Been a rough morning, but I'll be okay. Got you, Gaston. Thank you for sharing that. I think that's a really important thing for people to hear because it's very valid. This week I may take a week off the gym. I'm getting burnt out. Porter, have you ever done a deload? Are you familiar with deload weeks or technique weeks? Multifaceted, figured people will want to hear that, but not to get discouraged. But Eddie, have a good lunch. Good to see you, dude. Yeah, so Porter. So a deload week is basically taking, I'm just going to put this in chat. Hi guys. Hi guys. Hi Acro. Welcome in, Acro. How you doing? We give Acro a shout here. So a deload week is you're still going to the gym on your schedule so that you can still get so you can still stay in the habit of doing things. You're still moving, you're still kind of keeping on with your nutrition and your schedule, but you cut the load of your weights. So like, you know, I'm doing 245 for 8 right now. So like on a deload week, I might do like 195 for 3 or 4 reps, right? And I might cut off one of my sets at the end. But essentially, like, it's a good week to lower the weight. You don't want to be working too hard, but you want to be going through all of the same motions and focusing on range of motion and technique. So the idea is to kind of give your brain a break from pushing super hard, but you're still like getting in there and getting moving every day. Table Spork. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. Thanks for joining us. So, like, I'm not saying you have to do it, but I know for me, that's been a lot more helpful than taking full rest weeks, because there is a little bit of research to support the fact that if you are already a very active person, that taking a full week of rest without doing anything is just going to do more harm than good, right? Like if your muscles are used to, your nervous system is used to getting all of these things done every day, to waking up at a certain time, going, extending, flexing, contracting, like just like going a week without, will probably not be super great for your mental health either. But that's my perspective. So just an idea. Look into deloading and see if that does anything for you. What do you think time off versus deload, and when to use it? So deload, I would say I deload every 5 or 6 weeks. So like the 5th or 6th week in a cycle, I will deload because I am like pretty injury. I tend to have more injuries. Someone who is just starting off can go 12 to 14 weeks sometimes without having to take a deload or a down week. If you are, like fully taking time off, can be good after you do like a PR week. So say you're maxing out during a week, or you're doing something very hard, like doing a full marathon or a half marathon. Taking a week or two to just do yoga or to do something completely different that involves more mobility can be pretty good to just like give your body a chance to recover, because your joints undergo a lot of stress too that we don't see that, we don't feel that as much, but there could be, you know, a lot more damage happening that we just don't see or feel. Ebatel, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. When did you get in here, you sneaky man? Hello, Sarah. How are you doing? Welcome in. You know, we started about 11 today. May have to do that. Just kind of blah. Body is sore and I'm not stretching my body. So, you know, if you feel like you need a complete mental reset and like you want to spend a little more time doing stretching, commit a week to yoga, right? After marathons, I don't lift, I don't run for 2 weeks. 3 weeks sometimes. But find oh gosh, what is a so yoga with Adrian is like super great. You could do months of yoga just like doing one of her sessions every day. Totally free on YouTube. Yeah, she's great. She's great. I try not to think about the mortality of her dog, but it creeps in sometimes. Hopefully as quick as possible to make myself go to the gym and do a light workout. Start out with 2 sets and work my way with that. That is the way. That is the way, Seraph. This is the way. I'm glad. I'm glad you're going to get over there and make it happen. Are you pausing your running after this relay? I'm not. So I took a full rest day yesterday. Today, I still need to get over to the gym so I can shower. Speaking to the bathroom right now, we still don't have a shower. So I'm going to attend a virtual training, kind of stinky after this lift today. And then I'm going to go to the gym and like walk on the treadmill for a while and then shower. That's my plan. But Robbie, we're waiting for a plumber. We should have someone showing up sometime this week, but we don't know exactly when. Gonna grab some lunch, but I'll be back if you're still streaming. Word, Porter. We'll see you soon. We'll see you soon. I'll be going for a while, so. Going back to this one workout program I did a year ago. Ooh, tell me about it. Which program? Actually, I'm gonna belt up for my last set. Core's feeling tired, and I want to get a little more work on the quads. Ari, if you are still about, I'd love to hear your perspectives on deloading as well. Like, how often do you go with it? Intensity is something serious, so I'm breaking down the sets. Word. That makes a lot of sense. That's a really great thing, is when you feel like you can modify a program. Like, if you're really new and you need some guidance and some structure, do a program as designed as much as you can. But if you've got a couple years under your belt, there's no reason you can't make some slight modifications to a program. Ah. Oh. Sheesh. So we had to call in the professionals. Yeah, Nick, we did. We did. So I took a look at all of the plumbing that was set up in there. Saw how rotted some of it was. Realized that, like, one, I would need some pretty sophisticated tools to actually make sure that we wouldn't experience any future problems. Oh. And like, I was laying in bed a couple nights after we took the place apart, thinking like, how much is my ego worth? You know? Like, do I need to be able to tell people I did this plumbing myself? Or do I want to be able to say, I looked at a situation and made a well-informed decision. It's costing us a little bit more. It'll take a minute to pay off. That's fine, right? It's better than flooding the inside of my house because I had to be Mr. DIY. Why am I putting this away? Woo. So, yeah, I know my limits. Making a call. It's bad pipes. You need good pipe. Hey, happy Pride. Get yourself some good pipe this month. That's the stream. We're done. Too embarrassed. I'm turning everything off. That's a real man. Sets are like 5 to 6 rounds. Please let me live. I so get that, Sarah. But yeah, Robbie, thanks for the support when we were tearing things down. Especially when you're going relatively intense and seeing a decent amount of progression with a program, deloads are important. Should be scheduled in. As you train intuitively, it's harder to know when to deload. Sometimes you're forced to take time off completely because you're unable to train intuitively effectively. Yeah, no. And that's why I've because I go in week cycles, right? I will know by Wednesday of the prior week, by Wednesday of a week that if I don't deload the following week, I'm going to be in trouble. And usually over the years, I've developed that feeling and it's spot on at this point because every time I've ignored it, I've gotten hurt. Pokra, hello, welcome in. I'm doing great, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for popping over from Bill's stream. How are you doing? Something is wrong with my auto aim. I can't take my eyes off you. Oh my God. What up, Dark Phoenix? How are you today? Welcome in. I need a quick bathroom break. So I'll BRB. See you in a moment. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for waiting. Special news report. I have consumed too much caffeine. And I am getting a little jittery. Whoops. It happens sometimes. Glad to hear you're doing okay, Pokra. Are you getting it in today? Are you getting a workout in? But yeah, Robbie, you mentioned that you had done the project, and right now, after hitting that point where we're we can't do anything else at the moment, I think we just cleaned up that we could still use the bathroom aside from the shower, and we haven't really touched it in a couple of days. One of the big tasks that I need to do is actually get all of the stuff that we have piled up in the garage. We got to get rid of that stuff. So I have to fill up a car. Thank you for the hydrate. Oh, and I still owe a wellness minute. I'm so sorry, anyone who was waiting on today's wellness minute. We're gonna do this set, and then we absolutely will do it. I know I've said that 3 times now. I keep getting distracted. Yo, bars. What up, stars and bars? How we doing, Raiders? Hi. I need to do this warm-up set. Welcome in, Borgamax. Welcome in, Raiders. Raiders, hi. Welcome in. Raiders, my name is Joe. I go by Cool Runnings here on Twitch. I use he, him pronouns. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays we lift weights. Tuesdays and Sundays we play video games. All the time. We're an inclusive community, all about getting moving in the ways that work for you and enjoying rad stories together. Stars and bars. How was your lift today, big man? You want to talk about someone who's gotten strong? in the last year. Stars is killing it in the shred shed. Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi. How did my advice work out to use those bags for the tiles? Robbie, it worked out really well. It worked out super well. It was so much easier to move them out. Lift was intense. Ooh, what'd you do? What kind of day is it for you? We're doing squat, bench, and push accessories today. I need to lay down. Oh no. Oh no. Take your time, duder. Enjoy your lay. And we'll see you when we see you. But thank you for bringing. Oh, that's right. You have zero protection from the heat. And it's like very hot over in your area, as I understand it. Oh, that thing is happening where my ear won't unpop. It's going to be like this for the rest of the stream. Legs and heat. Goodness gracious. That's a nah. That's a nah from me. Stars, make sure you drink some water, dude. I'm guessing you were staying plenty hydrated. But if you weren't, let me be the first to say, shame on you. Drink some water. Please. Oh. Please. Cooling system's busted. Kidneys are fucked. No. Waiting for thunderstorms and has been for several days. We had rain from like 1 o'clock yesterday all the way through the night. And it finally stopped middle of the night, but all my plants are so happy right now. My plants are so happy. You drank a liter already? Have you ever made homemade Gatorade, Stars? It's really easy. You literally just put salt and sugar in the water. Is Akroshi still here? He may be listening in but not watching. So I will say, Ari Akroshi, where art thou? Wherefore art thou? There he is. There's our man. There's our big man. Hello, big man. Allow me to be the person in the gym that says, "Good morning, big man. How you doing?" All right. Bench set. Then we'll bop up to 195 after this, which is a lot for me. Starting to heat up in here a little bit, but we're doing okay so far. I'm going to prep the dumbbells because we're going to pair up our bench press with an overhead tricep extension. Make sure y'all can see it. Oh, you have to watch the salt intake. Okay. Oh, so that makes sense that you have not been relying on homemade Gatorade. Oh. Man, I don't know why I still do these. They never feel very good. I know it's a form issue. Maybe I should just drop the weight, push for more volume. I think I'll do that the rest of today. Because I got 2 more sets of these. And that's what I would tell someone else. Whew. Nice. We'll drop to 20. Pop up to 195. Strawberry plant pot tree was great to behold on the gram. Yo, Borgs. I am so excited for what strawberries are coming out. Like, the thing is that we're probably still going to go pick strawberries this year. Because, like, going to the big farm and getting down in the strawberry patch, you know what I mean, and just picking all the berries, coming home with like 25 pounds of strawberries, freezing them and making jam. That is that's just something we love doing together. So we'll probably still do that even though we're growing. Okay, you have a kidney transplant appointment. Got it. I'm sorry, Stars. I should have known better. I should have known better. Shoot me a message on Discord. Not a doctor. Injured my back or have a pinched nerve. Want to do something to make it stop. Word. Okay. Yeah, please hit up Acro for resources. He's not a doctor, but he knows a lot. He's very, very knowledgeable fella. Very coined. He's a very coined man. Sunken lamp, welcome in. Missed it. Elbow or shoulder issue. So with the overhead extensions, it ends up being like, I don't know. I struggle to keep good form by like keeping my elbow in on my right side. My left side always feels good, but with my right side, the extensions never feel like they're actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I really just need to back off on the weight, increase the volume, focus on getting a good mind-muscle connection. Ay, ay, ay. Beginnings of a kidney stone after eating a whole can of beets. Looked it up online, drank a whole thing of organic lemon juice. I got it Stop and Shop and it fixed my, whoa. 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 I mean, that's, I'm not gonna like take that as strict medical advice, but that is incredible. I knew you were gonna say jam. We love making jam. We are just now finishing up with our current batch of jam from last year. I love making jam. Wifey and I have been making jam together for 4 or 5 years. Every year. Hello and howdy, how you doing? Sunken Lamp, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. We're getting a lift in. We finished up with 4x8 squats, which were a nightmare, but we took a long time to do them, so they weren't so bad, honestly. So now we're doing some tricep extensions and bench press. We'll be doing some Bulgarian split squats, which I'm not excited for, but we will do them. Gonna try this weight. Pray that I'm not that delicate. If can do, then yay, surprising myself. If not, then we'll rewind and go back down some. Parf. This is the way. This is the way to do things. How's your week, Sunken Lamp? What do you got going on? What's the week ahead looking like for you? Also, I love, who is that? Elliot, 8-bit Elliot. Okay, I have heard of 8-bit Elliot. You know what we need? We need a pride emote. God damn. The fact that I don't have one is an insult to the community. Okay. Shoot for 8. I think we're warmed up enough. Kerplow. Aw, yes. Restful weekend, starting the weekday right with some tunes in the background while working. Got to balance as well with video games. Word. Yeah, so yesterday we streamed a little extra to finish up a dungeon in Tears of the Kingdom. And I'm so glad we did. That was so much fun. And wifey and I did some house tasks. Ooh, I got a grill now. That is one development from this weekend, is the grill that I ordered actually showed up. And I had to go pick it up yesterday. I'm a basic boy with a gas grill now. A gold grill for your teeth. That's right. What you gonna be grilling? Also, cat bro, hello. I'm going to be grilling. Well, one of the primary things will be vegetables. I will not lie about that. Vegetables and pineapple. We get some venison from friends from time to time, so we will be grilling some venison. I may do a little bit of, like, my air fryer chicken thighs. I might start grilling some of those as part of my meal prep. Also, wifey likes the Beyond Meats and the Impossible Meats. The sausages are pretty tasty. I always knew you were a G. The grill is a life hack. To grill is to be, to breathe. I got a mustache, I need to have a grill. Dusted off the old grill the other day. Made some burgies and chicken thighs. Public service announcement. I know I've said this before. And at the risk of just like repeating myself, maybe unnecessarily, thighs are better than breasts. Chicken thighs are better than chicken breasts. Let me just clarify. I'm gonna clarify right now. They taste better. It's the fat. It is the fat. But you know what? If you're eating lots of chicken for fitness purposes, it's just like, it might not make that big of a difference, you know? Because you want to be able to enjoy your diet. The breasts dry out too easily. If you save all your fats for that, worth it. If you are on like a super tight, like, I am a competition bodybuilder and I'm cutting weight right now and I need to be exactly 326 calories underneath my my maintenance. Yeah. Tenderloin is a good compromise. Tenderloin's a good compromise. I have just gotten so used to cooking thighs at this point. I don't think I can go back to breasts. The time I will get breasts is when I go to like a fried chicken place and I order a fried chicken Sammy. Dark meat for curries, yes. Yeah, if you're making curry, dark meat is the top tier. Oh gosh. Oh, I love curry. I love curry so much. But yeah, no, I should be a little more open to the idea of chicken breasts, especially if you have like a very tight diet. But also like having enough fats in your food can be more satiating. So, you know, if you are someone who struggles with eating after dinner because like you have your dinner that is portioned or not, however you do it, and then afterwards you're like, oh, I really want to eat something, and you have to really fight that craving the whole time. Adding a little bit of fats to your dinner meal tends to help with that. When you have that like very, like, it's just like rice and chicken breasts, or like rice and veggies, like fibrous carbs, and there's not any nutritional fats in there, you tend to just get real hungry real quick. Back from lurking. Hello, Tabs! Welcome back. Have you heard of nutritive mismatch? I have not. Should I Google this right now? Nutritive. Our bodies evolved to digest certain foods, and when humans eat foods that are radically different from those we're evolved for, health problems will occur as they fail to metabolize these foods. Isn't that like the entire basis of Whole30 and like elimination diets? Chris Vipaka, I don't know that I answered your question completely earlier. I am going to try to run tomorrow, is my plan. No Twinkie. I mean, if you really like Twinkies, then you should like have a Twinkie once in a while. But like, I do think after the I think for a while the Twinkie was the I don't know. I feel like it was the hot thing to just be like, hey, that's something you shouldn't have in your diet. But then everyone realized they just don't taste good. Twinkies don't taste good. And like literally any other Little Debbie snack will taste better. Hello, Yovan Dior. How you doing? Our ancestors had Twinkies to eat. Well, it was like earthworms, right? You just pick it up, slurp it right up. Got rid of trans fats, which is why everything tastes worse. I mean, this. Oh gosh, Michael Pollan actually has a pretty good perspective on dietary fats. Wow, Automod, calm down. Appreciate your advocacy. I cried a little bit seeing you running with your friends. Looking forward to them getting married. I'm so excited for them, Seraph. I'm so excited for them to get married. We're going to a like send-off celebration for them because they're doing a wedding like far away. Joe's doing okay. He's moving a little bit slow on his lifts today, but that's okay. I need to change my shoes. DM me a link to a book you might like. I don't know which word Automod caught. So you said oatmeal cream pies, and I will leave it to everyone else to determine what Automod may have taken out of there that was just like a little, oh my god. Oh. Things that I cannot explain, otherwise I will be out of alignment with terms of service. That's difficult. Must be oatmeal. That stuff isn't for everyone, I guess. Automod, not a fan of the texture. Automod is much more. The problem is that Automod was developed in the UK, and they refer to it as porridge. So there's your issue. Automod rejects the oatmeal hypothesis. Other arm. Whoop. How do I still have 2 sets of bench left? What am I doing? No cream pie dough. End of Craving, Recovering the Lost Wisdom of Eating Well is the name of the book. I will definitely take the book rec. I am so behind in my reading right now. All of my reading time has gone towards the NASM CPT textbook, which is like sometimes good and sometimes not fun to read. You know, like oatmeal or eggs. Oatmeal ice cream sandwich sounds bomb as hell. Ooh. Oatmeal, slept on hard, love my porridge. We try to do oats like once or twice a week. When I'm cutting hard, it's oats every morning. Oats, fruit, tiny little bit of brown sugar, a little bit of peanut butter. Wonderful. Hello, C-Dub. How are you doing? Welcome in. We got a Joe raid today. We got a Joe raid and a Stars raid. Folks have been very generous with their communities today. So we got some new friends in here. How are you doing today, Dub? We love a good T13 joke. Thank you. Cristiano, how you doing? Welcome in. Yes, this is the blend shirt. There was an old clip of me like sitting up against the wall in black shorts where I completely fell into the background. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, the pink shorts, we might rock them on stream at some point soon. They were surprisingly popular. Slaps so hard. Can't complain working. Kids are good. Hey, if work ain't going bad and your kids ain't bouncing off the wall, that's a good day. Good to see you. What you got going on this week? Have a local cookie place here that makes oatmeal cookie ice cream sandwiches and oatmeal cream pies too. We made maple oatmeal cream pies on stream one day. Like one of the baking streams I did with Lauren, we made some homemade oatmeal cookies, and we made a cream filling with it had like maple syrup flavoring. It had actual maple syrup in it, but it was a maple syrup flavored oatmeal cookie cream pie. It was tasty. It was tasty. Want to try the Mediterranean diet? There's a service called eMeals that puts meal plans together for you and you order the ingredients through Instacart or Walmart Plus. I'm surprised that there aren't more of those services, honestly. Like AI focused shopping cart building. That's gonna blow up soon. If anyone is like knows someone who's trying to start something like that, just like invest in it. Because the more that eventually we can take decision making, like this is not me saying that this should happen, but I know it will, right? Like the more that we get towards someone saying, this is what I want out of my diet, and a service that says like, you should order exactly this stuff to make these ingredients or to make these meals. If it's accurate, it's gonna take off. Like across the board. Tomatoes in your oatmeal. I've not tried that. Borgs, are you being serious? If you're being serious, I might try it, because that doesn't sound terrible. Apple butter snickerdoodles, maple bacon bourbon chocolate chip. Maple bacon bourbon chocolate chip. Damn, that's hard to say, but it sounds tasty. Simple ways like ground meat or shredded chicken, third cup of plain oats, add some chicken bouillon powder in the water to flavor it. Macros are amazing and very filling. Boy. You can add like chicken stock to a lot of things to make it taste good though. Very bad food shopper, be very helpful. I usually get 10 things and leave regardless if I got enough. I overspend at Costco. That is my problem. Must retrieve my lunch. I shall see you soon, Seraph. It's time for this next set of bench. Here we go. No. I need jams. I never did the wellness minute. No, we're doing the wellness minute before we do. I cannot believe myself. Raise your hand if the person who actually requested the wellness minute is probably like long gone by now. I cannot remember who did it. Hang on, is Twitch gonna tell me who? Who was it? Who was it that requested? It was Priceless. Priceless, are you still here, my dude? Are you still here? Okay. I just raised my hand because I'm unsure. Or because I'm sure. Okay. All right. This works for me. Let's do a wellness minute. Priceless is streaming. Okay. If anyone could jump over into Priceless's chat and just like apologize on my behalf. What is up, everybody? How we doing today? My name is Joe, aka Cool Runnings, and welcome to today's Wellness Minute. Today's Wellness Minute is pair the good with the bad. Not good with bad, but you will see what I mean after I finish explaining this. So if you have something that you know is a thing that you want to work on, or know is a thing that you want to do, or know is something that's good for you that you should be doing, try to, as much as possible, pair that thing up with something that you want to do, or think something that you love doing. The one like big example that I'm going to give today is like cardio or exercise. Pairing that up with something like a TV show or a podcast or a particular type of music or another activity like even like gaming, right? So often we have these barriers towards doing things like cardio, doing things like cleaning or cooking or any of these things that we do to take care of ourselves because they require a lot of activation energy. You have to get up, you have to get started, you have to stop scrolling through your phone, you have to stop playing the game you're playing. Try to structure those things in a way that you are only doing a certain thing during that activity. So for example, there's a show on HBO called Harley Quinn. It's like one of the animated, I don't know why I'm going into detail on this, but I told myself I wasn't going to watch Harley Quinn unless I was walking on the treadmill while I was watching it. Sure enough, I finished all 3 seasons of Harley Quinn on that treadmill because I held out and only watched it when I was doing that activity. Now, could I have gotten to the point where I was automatically going and getting on that treadmill every day? Maybe, but having an activity that I was holding out, that I was being disciplined about, I'm only doing this then, helped me get that thing done. So if you're someone who's like struggling to order, if you're ordering too much food and you feel like you're spending time and money ordering food when you could be cooking or doing other things like that, try to give yourself some motivation of an activity that's going to pair up with that. So I've gone on for long enough, but today's Wellness Minute is try to pair things up so that you can do the thing that you want to do while you do the thing that you don't want to do to make the thing that you don't want to do something that you want to do. And that's today's Wellness Minute. Wonderful. Lol. I tripped over that so much. Pip, hello. I gotta get this set done and then I will absolutely roll it out. The foam roller's right there. I don't have to move it. I don't have to move it today. But I would love some feedback, some thoughts, anything y'all have to say or add to today's Wellness Minute. Thank you so much. Priceless for the redeem. Sorry I let you down. One more set. Oh, we'll roll. Watch Breaking Bad every time Jesse Pinkman says, Mr. White, you do 10 burpees. Bring back the roller. Welcome in, Pip. How are you today? Welcome in, welcome back. Never thought of watching TV on my stationary bike. That's great. Hey, hot tip. Stationary bike plus JRPG, turn-based, any game with turn-based combat on a piece of exercise equipment. Oh boy, you're gonna get it. I played all of Persona 5 on an exercise bike. How many hours on an exercise bike was that? JK, I didn't do the whole game, but I did a lot of it sitting on the bike. Ugh. Thank you for this, Pip. I really needed this. I'm gonna lean into it a little bit. Just gonna let this sit right there on that problem spot. We've still got some split squats to do after this bench set. So probably good that we're I'm rubbing this out a little bit. Concerned the catching bands aren't high enough. Catch the bar if it drops. My wife is home, so it's all good. If I scream loud enough, she'll come downstairs. Right, honey? I said if I drop the bar on myself and I scream loud enough, he'll come downstairs, right? Okay, she's got noise canceling headphones on, so scratch that. She says I have to scream really loud. I'll be fine. I appreciate your concern. No, it does give me enough space to slide out. Don't worry.
My wife.
Thank you for the mouth. Whew. All right, we'll take just a moment, and we'll get that last set of bench in. Spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. That's it, Ren. That's exactly it. What was Mega Man doing? Oh no, Mega Man is a good. Oh, because that's what we used to do. We used to do Bike and Battle Network on stream when I couldn't lift for a while. Tape a 5-pound weight to a duster, turn cleaning into a shoulder workout. Oh, that's it. Hello, Abid. How are you doing? Have you downloaded the FF16 demo? I have not. Did it just drop yesterday? Was it Summer Games Fest that it dropped? Or I watched the Starfield trailer and I watched the Fable trailer. Oh damn, that Fable trailer. Bar doesn't have weight keepers. Yes. Yeah. No, I keep the cuffs off. No cuffs. Welcome in, Tiger. Hello, handsome Joe. Hope your day's going well. Look like a damn snack. Can I take a bite? Tiger, you want entitled to a nibble? How are you doing today? Just this morning. Okay. I better get it downloaded before I run out of time. Wifey beat the DLC for Horizon Forbidden West. Which means she's going to start playing Tears of the Kingdom soon. Which means you have to actually share the damn thing. Holder thought it was impressive you were playing Mega Man while riding a stationary bike. It was really difficult, honestly. I did not make as much progress as I probably could have made if I played while not on a bike. But we almost got through the first, micro dungeon, basically. Eating lunch, spicy chicken tacos. Ooh, that sounds tasty. I haven't decided what I'm having for lunch yet today. How did I handle the coordination? Well, being on a stationary bike definitely helps. Because if I would have tried to do any sort of task while on a, on a trainer, because they have the setups where you just put your bike on these, little wheel slots, and then it kind of tips a little bit. Those you can't do other things while you're on. You could not. I don't think I could play Persona 5 despite how good it looks after seeing how long it takes to complete. So I played virtually all of Persona 5 with a guide, and I regret nothing. Because, if you find the right guide, it doesn't spoil things, but you can, ask really specific questions about, does this decision close off an entire storyline? And you have to make some of those calls sometimes. But I do love romancing the NPCs. 100%. It's harder to do it on a non-stationary bike. The thing I did that really helped me lean out, it's not for everyone, started to walk home from work. It takes me an hour to walk home. Really made it a routine I couldn't avoid and wasn't a choice. I have to go home, and going home is by walking. Sometimes if I'm home, I used to start working out, it can be harder, but I always want to go home. And honestly, Giant, that is huge. An hour of walking is incredibly good cardio. Incredibly good cardio. Ride a bike on 5th Avenue while playing a fighting game because ADHD. No, please be safe. Who did you romance? I romanced the doctor. Because I knew the entire time that it was completely inappropriate. It was inappropriate of the doctor. Joker did nothing wrong. That's not true. Did wifey approve of your choice? I don't know that we ever had a specific discussion about it. I mean, Makoto was a cop, so... And then Anne just seemed like it was too obvious a choice. Seems for Kasumi and ended up very sad. Oh, no. A decent part of it is uphill, too. That's great cardio. So, you know, what I'm going to do tonight is because, and I mentioned this already, but because we don't have a shower, I'm going to go to the gym to shower, but before I do it, like, I'm going to bring a video game with me, and I'm going to do incline walks in the treadmill for 30, 40 minutes. And then I will jump in the sauna and do the rest of my cleanliness routine. Done. Please, no, please, no. I mean, okay, so Joker is 18 in the story, right? Doesn't make it less messed up, but slightly less messed up. Actually, we're not going to discuss this. Video game in the shower, nice. That's like the MTV Cribs dream, right? What a show that was. Do they still have a show like Cribs? Or did they realize that people didn't want to do that anymore? We need a plumber. Looks nice being able to see more of your jaw. Well, thank you. So one of the things I discussed with wifey is that I was going to keep the mustache through the relay event that happened this past Saturday, and then I was going to get rid of it. But I do not know. I don't know that I want to get rid of it anymore. I've kind of gotten used to it now. I could go so far as to say I kind of like having a mustache. Oh, that's kind of you, Giant. Thank you. Ask for tips to survive 100F here in England. Man, just drink enough water, right? If you're sweating a lot, most people can metabolize about 4 to 6 ounces of water every 30 minutes. And if you are sweating a lot, try to make sure that you're sipping water slowly throughout the day. If your diet doesn't contain a little bit of salt, sodium, or calcium and potassium, standard electrolytes, that's what those would be. Hello. Try to work a little bit of extra salt into your diet to stay hydrated. Dan, thank you for the resub. How are you doing, Dan? Dan, did you get my text? I texted you. Did we have it? Did we actually have an exchange? I've been so all over the place. I wish they'd bring back Pimp My Ride. Tiger, what would your ride look like? If you could do a full, like, Pimp My Ride situation. Oh, if you redeem it, I'll pop the shirt back off. But, And Chris, yeah, as much as you can, like, try to. Oh no, it's okay. Please don't apologize. I reached out to you to apologize for missing your streams. So like, you do not have to apologize to me at all. Have a pimp my ride situation. Made my car look like the Batmobile. No shit, really? For real? Pimp my public transportation vehicle? No. I mean, like, think big. Think big. Think big. If you could do anything, what would you do? Start with your vehicle type, right? Like, are you gonna do like a van? Or are you thinking like a sedan? Van or sedan? Start there. Sound system I could have a block party with. I remember the Hyundai Sonata that I had right before I graduated, and I put a 12-inch subwoofer in the back of it. Boy howdy, did that thing shake. What a ridiculous choice I made. Dude, no worries. Well, it's good to see you, Dan. Thank you so much for the resub. How was your day? How's your week going? Get a little scruff going. You can cosplay the dad from Inside Out. So I did. Did you see that tweet? I accidentally did do that. I went to work that way a couple of weeks ago. I got there and like went to the bathroom and I was looking in the mirror. I was like, oh goodness gracious. I've done it. I've done the thing. It's a mess at work and I haven't run yet. I'm sorry, Dan. Like, genuinely, I'm so sorry. I just got to make sure I have this set up correctly. Oh boy. I could try to find it. Probably one of my more interacted with tweets, but let me see. Am I even logged in on Twitter? Boy. Boy. I want to tweet some of the photos from the race, but I'm also like kind of afraid that if I do, I'm gonna get a lot of thirst. And that's not me being and that's not me being arrogant. Just my buddy who was with me in the photos, he he ended up getting a lot of DMs about the three of us. So I need to be conscious of that when I think about what I'm putting on Twitter, because Twitter is Twitter gets lewd real quick. Who knew taking 6 weeks off of running to work on how stuff would be bad? Who knew? Who knew? I mean, you'll get back into it. You'll be all good. The thirst is a lot sometimes. Like I've gotten used to a certain amount of it, right? And again, this is not me just being like, oh, I'm so pretty, I'm so popular. Oh, it's a week or two behind. Yeah, it happens, Dan. Oh wow. Ooh. Oh, seeing the pics on Insta, they turned out really nicely. I'm really happy and very thankful for the photographer. She show peeps. All right, so then we're gonna take these same weights. We're gonna do some shoulder press. You're the belle of the ball. You really think so? Do you really think I'm belly and ballsy? Got to rein it in like a wild horse. Yeah. I won't speak in specifics of the messages that I've received on Twitter and like the accounts that have followed me. I do get a little nasty sometimes. Let's see these here. Good? You staying put? Good, good. I said I was sorry. Ooh. One down. We did it. Damn, I am moving slow today. We had some really good chats earlier. I do not regret it. I do not regret being at this point. Had some really nice conversations. Van that is stylish dark blue on the outside, nerdy with Monster Rancher versus Digimon on the inside. Full gaming system, PS5, and a streaming setup with impeccable internet always. All right, let's go get who was it that did the show? Who did Pimp My Ride? Was it Busta Rhymes? No, it was someone else. Got to set firm boundaries. Twitter's very... It's not Ice Cube. Ice Cube was on Law and Order. Exhibit, that's it. Can't believe I got Busta Rhymes and Exhibit mixed up. Go ahead and pull my 90s kid card. Used to get attention when I was pretty. I'm starting to lose weight again. I bet you're still pretty. The images I have seen of you, you are still pretty. You're thinking of Ice-T. You're right. Ice Cube was Friday. Ice Cube was Friday. Ice-T was Law and Order. Busta Rhymes was, I believe, in the Def Jam games. That was like one of the more popular 2000s things. And then Exhibit was Pimp My Ride. Whew. Payback, welcome in. How you doing? Bill Coleman. Get Wyclef and Will.i.am mixed up. I mean, that makes a little bit of sense. Makes a little bit of sense. Like, their styles were very different, but they came about at the same time. Right? I think that's fair. Welcome in, Madam Chlamydia. Sorry, Madame. Abid, is that really what you want? I need a verbal confirmation from you that you actually want that. I need a verbal confirmation. God. They were the same person as a kid. Black card. One of the big reasons that I told them apart, that I did end up keeping them apart, was because I listened to the Fugees, and then I listened to Black Eyed Peas, and like, just those are very different, right? Ooh. We have to do. Oh, we'll be doing Bulgarian split squats. Relays. Unacceptable. I will not. This delay is unacceptable. There's no food. How am I supposed to get gains? Hello, Malik. Higher octave. It will not happen. You won't hear it come from me. Mr. Mr. Poopy Butthole. that episode messed me up. How are we doing, Malik? Abid, do you feel you've gotten your points worth? If I try to actually do the unacceptable thing, it will peak the mic, and you won't hear it anyway. Italian 6-inch sub from Publix. Put you in my oven. I can't do it. I can't do it. I'll be honest, if my wife wasn't home, I absolutely would. But I literally just had this discussion with her of like, if you hear me scream loud enough,
My wife.
please, thank you. Please take off your noise canceling headphones and come pull the bar off my chest. So if I scream too loud, she will run down here. I don't want to do more Bulgarians, but I will. So I can grow these drummies. Believe in you. I'm gonna need you to not be so photogenic. Listen, I'll do my best. I took one opportunity to smile at the photographer, and I thought when I was doing it, like, this is gonna come out looking like absolute garbage. Like, he won't even keep the photo. And that ended up being the cover photo for like my post. So yeah, yep. They're the same voice actor. Yeah, Justin Roiland helped write some of Adventure Time. Seraph, please. Please. How are you today, madame? Canceled. Yeah. Yeah. It was great. Like, it's wild. The thing with Justin Roiland is so wild because the dude made like extremely popular media, and then in the scope of like a month and a half was like, hey, I'm gonna release a video game where we used a bunch of generative AI art to fill in the environments, and I'm gonna piss a bunch of people off with that. And then 2 weeks later, ends up in court on charges of domestic abuse. And it's like, my man, you could have had a wonderful legacy. And you just, oh my God. I'm guessing that's end friendly. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. No, he did. I love Adventure Time though. Adventure Time is not mostly not Justin Roiland. I never finished Adventure Time. I fell off around the time that Finn lost his arm and got it replaced. That was about where I got to. And then I had a really messy breakup. And we watched Adventure Time together. So guess what show I didn't watch again after that? Hacha! Hacha! It happens to everyone. Karma was like, finish him. Let me get a shout for we'll get a shout out for Abid as well. Abid and Malik are two of our fellow health and fitness comrades. Tan making you a lot bigger and more golden. Are you ready for this? Boom. I turned off my warm lighting and it changes things. Meter is at an all-time high. It literally you left the house today. Is that the end of that statement? I'm not judging. Forgot my wallet, had my jacket on inside out for 4 hours, and forgot my glasses. Yo, I have a couple of times in the last couple of weeks completely forgotten my wallet at home when going grocery shopping. That is one of the worst feelings ever, when you like load up bags and a cart and you're just ready to go, and suddenly you have to run all the way home. Especially when you got one car in the house. It's not like you can be like, hey honey, can you drive by and drop off my wallet? Need a MagSafe wallet so it's always attached to your phone. Okay, let me know if I'm alone in this, but because I'm sort of prone to losing things, I cannot imagine having those two things connected. Like, if I lose my phone and my wallet at the same time, that's it for me. I'm done. I love it. I love it. I don't hate either one of those exercises. I love them both. I love, oh. I love them so much. I should get a tile scissors. I've been meaning to for so long. Maybe I should just put it on a throne. Everything I need for my wallet can pay for on my phone. Modern society. Whew. Got on a bus without my glasses and missed my steps. Got off like, oh wow, oh no. Extremely bad relationship with my older brother. Not a part of my life on purpose. Used to feel like things he like were tainted. Changed my perspective if he doesn't get to limit my world. Oh no. So Giant, I completely agree with you. And I am very much an advocate of with removing things that are situations of like, this person caused you great harm. Like, I always feel like a relationship, any amount of time spent, it's just part of your story, you know? And there's a lot of things you can do to see that as just things you learned, things you went through, and then it shouldn't taint the rest of the things for the rest of your life. But I just never had the motivation to go back to the show, you know? I appreciate you sharing that, though. because it is important to be able to separate those things. Just in that situation, like we were watching it together and then we broke it off and it wasn't good. And then I was just kind of like, I can't have this in my life like at that time. I could probably go back to it someday, but yeah. Ooh. Watch will let me know if I walk away from my phone outside of connection. Cabs, mine does that too. Hobbled my way up and out the door. So that makes sense that you forgot some stuff then. Wait, your driver's license is digital? When? Hold on. When did that become a thing? Thanks, things like TV shows. This is my best friend. TV. Oh gosh, I'm sorry, everyone. Let me catch my breath. We got one more superset here. It's going to be thrusts and dips. It's going to be pretty intense. Hearthstoner, what's up? How we doing? Welcome in. 2 days until we explore more strange new worlds. I'm not caught up. Should I try to binge it over the next 3 days? Go team no sleep? Just last year in Utah. Okay. Yeah. I guess like I haven't gone in a while. But I don't know. I think Michigan is still pretty heavy on making people do things in person. Even post-COVID. What I was feeling was avoidance was a form of fear for me and didn't want that in my life. Yeah, no, I totally get that, Giant. I think that's a very healthy way to look at it. Like, don't give people that kind of power over your life. Very much a mood. I enjoy Star Trek, so it would be possible. How many episodes are in the first season of Strange New Worlds? Is it like 8 or 10? Onion Knight, have a good lurk. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Misfit Cupid, welcome in. 1 episode? No, sorry, I meant like how many episodes are in the first season? Because I'm thinking if I want to, we've watched the first 2 episodes, and if I want to get caught up, like, what am I looking at here? Ooh. 10 episodes. Okay, that'd be a stretch. Not completely, it's not impossible, but that would be a stretch for me to get that done. Do you watch anime? I used to watch a lot more than I do now. Because one of the things that I think I'm realizing is, I mean, I've known this for a while, that I struggle to like play video games while I watch shows because I don't want to miss the show and I don't want to pay half attention to the video game. And so like I've prioritized gaming over shows. So I get through shows like really slowly. And even though wifey and I watch a decent amount of Star Trek, we're working our way through Deep Space Nine. But those are long shows, you know? They're 40 to 50 minutes an episode. And each season has about 24 episodes. So we've not gotten a lot of other TV done because we've just been trying to finish some of those shows. Like we finished TNG, I think early this year. Auntie May, Anti-Man. I want to have like anime days with folks, trying to slowly get back into more shows. What do you want to watch, Sarah? I think there are definitely some shows that I would like to watch. Like, heard a lot of good things about Demon Slayer, that I should give that a go. I never watched past season 2 of Attack on Titan. I watched season 1 and season 2 and then stopped after that. My Hero Academia, never even touched it. But now the hype is kind of gone. Like, I don't know if they're going to come out with more of MHA, but I was completely out of the loop. Eddie's jaw is probably on the floor after I said I never watched MHA. It's like, what am I even doing here? Why did I give this man any amount of my love or attention? How can he even pretend to be friends with me if he haven't watched MHA? Whew. Quark. I do love Quark. The Quark-Odo relationship is wonderful. What Star Treks have you seen? I like DS9 as it takes Star Trek down a slightly down a darker path. So we've watched all of the original series, all of The Next Generation, most of Deep Space Nine at this point. I think we're in season 5. And then we've seen a few episodes of Picard. I think we're 5 or 6 eps into Picard, and a few into Strange New Worlds. Oh, we've watched all of Lower Decks. That's the one that we did just like pound through, because Lower Decks is amazing. Persona, have to let my roommate know that he needs to find a new place, because I can't get him to prevent his cat from turning my basement into its own personal litter box, among other problems. Hate when people cause problems that affect... Ah, dude. I'm so sorry. That sucks. Because, like, to an extent, that person probably feels sort of powerless about it, but that doesn't mean that they're, like, they have to take care of the problem. And, like, you are going to have to live in that house even after they're gone. I'm sorry, that's frustrating. Had a bad batch of protein powder once, sold it to the Klingons. A lot of things that people have told me to watch, and I'm apprehensive of getting into them. I'm stubborn like a mule. Another thing for me, I'm not a hype person. No, that makes sense. I sometimes get a little resistant to hype discussions too. With games, sometimes I'm trying to get better about not like rejecting something because people are like, "Ah!" So I allowed myself. Dale, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Run Club. I allowed myself to get hyped about Tears of the Kingdom, and I'm really happy that I did because I've had such a good time playing it. Binged Breaking Bad, didn't watch it all when it was on one week, watched it nonstop and finished it. I've heard some people say that Breaking Bad to them is like one of the greatest TV shows of all time. And I think that's a pretty strong, but it's really good. Breaking Bad is very, very good. I would recommend it to just about everyone. I used to get pulled in by hype stuff, then I get into it, and it's not for me. I tend to not get into something when people hype it up, unless I go to it on my own. Yeah, I mean, I think one thing that I run into that is a little, like I have some feelings about, is like we have a lot of discussions about things on stream, and someone will like very, very earnestly say like, hey, like Joe, I really love this thing and I think you would enjoy it. And I like fully honestly, with the willingness to give it a go and like check it out. Sorry, I'm just moving my bar here. I'll be like, yeah, no, that sounds great. I would love to give that a go. And then just, you know, for lack of time, I don't end up getting to try it. And then someone comes back around and they're like, hey, did you watch that thing yet? I'm like, you know, I'm always going to be honest and say like, no, I didn't get to it. But Like, I hope if I've ever done that to you that you don't take that as you said something and I wasn't actually interested. Like, it truly is just, I have to be a little strategic about, well, one, I think I might have ADHD. And two, I have to be a little strategic about the way that I am intaking media so I can actually like beat video games. Would you recommend? Whoa! Someone did a little Kofi. Hey. Excuse me? Who's Kofiing right now? What's going on here? Wait, is that, hold on. Did Kofi just like send me a notification for something that they did? What is happening here? Very strange. Anyway, if anyone did support me on Kofi, thank you. You would enjoy it. What time is it? Oh, I gotta hurry. Oh, we gotta hurry, friends. We do some hip thrusts. But yeah, hey, if you have ever been I'm just gonna say, if you've ever been like harmed by that with me, like, hey, Joe, check this thing out. I think you'd really like it. And then I don't. Here's my apology. And like, you can still ask me about it. Don't feel like you can't ask me twice. All right. Do I even remember how to do hip thrusts? But Sega, welcome in. How are you doing today? Ha! All right. We'll do some. Ooh. Some dips. Gonna grab this here. Grab this here. Disky boy. Oh no. Try not to hit my head. Hi. Sorry about the stairs. Ah. You know, that rack sure is shaking a lot. Maybe we'll add some extra counterweight to this bad boy. Enjoy when people don't like the same shows, because we can discuss other things. Too much discussion in the same show. Too many chefs ruin the soup. Show feels overthought, if that makes sense. No, it does. It does, Chris. Like, it's kind of good to go into something without having that much dialogue around it, you know? Used to happen with me a lot for video games. Friends would be like, you gotta get this game. It's gonna be so fun. Try to go get it, or either hate it, we never play together. Whole perception changed to if I'm not drawn to it, I'm not too stubborn about it. You can clearly tell this is something for me. I get that, Seraph. No, that makes sense. Because you only have so much time, right? Enjoy the things you want to enjoy. And like, occasionally, take a rec from someone, you know? Moon, hello. How are you doing? Couldn't stop by yesterday because I spent all day painting at the house. How's it going? Do you have a long way to go? What colors are you doing? Hello, Jigaman. Welcome in. Question I'll send you about Kofi. Need help setting it up the right way. I was switching my stuff up. Right on. Yeah, I don't use Kofi that much. So I don't know who supported. If someone did support me on Kofi just now, thank you. I don't really post there. I should probably just take it apart. Been journaling gratitude things for the past 3 days. Ooh, what are you thankful for, Tabs? It isn't the man who looks like cool while he's running. Oh, looks cool while he's running. Is that me? You fool me. How much weight was that on the hip thrust? It is 255 right now. I'm not doing that much. I'm not like Ben. I'm not like Holder Heck doing 600-pound hip thrusts. Ugh. Abdominal surgery? No, Professor Geek. How are you doing? Was it yesterday? Did it like just happen today? High school with no job and broke as hell. Oh, no, I can imagine, Sarah. I can imagine. Yeah, like, I don't know, like even when you're a teenager, like you have to make decisions about what you're going to spend your time doing. And if you buy a game, that's why it's so great that so many games are free to play nowadays. Like even if there is like a pay to win piece to it so often, much more to do than I spend on curtains. Ordered a new fridge yesterday. Expensive, but it's going to be so nice. I really want new appliances, but it's going to have to wait a while. I know what to work up to. What are you doing right now for hip thrusts? Poach uses Kofi. Haven't finished switching up the alternate PayPal. Yeah, the alternate PayPal is important. And I can tell you why outside of stream, but you're probably aware of it if you're already thinking about it. Insert the Dia meme when he asked Ari how much he weighs. Proceeds to hip thrust. Oh no. That sounds exactly like something that Jason would do. Blue, how are you doing today, dude? How are you feeling? How's the bod? How the joints? Debt-free, nice weather, good health, ability to enjoy walks, freedom to accomplish tasks. Tabs. That's wonderful. That's wonderful, Tabs. Just today, a few hours ago, I had to have a hernia repaired. Supposed to be laparoscopic. Something didn't work. Said, no. Oh my gosh. That is the worst kind of surprise. How long is your recovery? That's when we became boyfriends. Alternate PayPal, Robbie Bear. So points will not start a hype train. Only like paid things will start a hype train, unfortunately. Had a great squat session. Could have been an awesome session, but distractions. Really hot today, so I struggled to stay cool. I mean, I think that is, one, super normal. I'm really glad you got a squat session. Stars and Bars was also struggling with the sesh today. So you are not alone in that. All right, we do have a flex out. So I'm going to roll up my shorts. Dan, thank you for the gift sub. Need to get those elbows up and back. I'm feeling just a little bit. I have not had good like abdominal flexing these last couple of days. It's all felt just a little bit bloated out, considering I have not really been pushing the cut super hard. Been trying to maintain. Oh, oh, I just cramped. Oh, sheesh. Oh, there you go. Yeet, yeet. Thank you for the gift sub to Yeet, yeet. 125 for squats. Hell yeah, tabs. Oh yeah. Squats were 330 for AMRAP. Just get to 10. Got to 6. Someone decided to spam me with messages. No. Lou, do you not turn on Do Not Disturb when you're lifting? Pro tip. Pro tip. Please. Please turn on your Do Not Disturb when you're lifting. Everybody. I don't care if your session is 45 minutes or 20 minutes. You can grade some meat on those things. Oh, thank you, Acro. Yeah, I got a ways to go if I'm gonna be ready for a classic physique challenge. I need to start working on my flow, my flow of flexing. And the leggies, I still got some work to do on my drums. But we're getting there. We are getting there. Ugh. Yeah, I really need to get more quad focus, quad isolation done. You're participating in the Zen, bro? I will be. I'm doing classic physique. Mad about it. Person I should really have a conversation about boundaries with. Ooh. We love a boundaries conversation. The Kegel machine. Do your Kegels, everyone. And I mean everyone. Do your Kegels, please. If you don't know what Kegels are, look them up. If you don't know what they are, then you should especially do them. Because everyone needs a strong pelvic floor. I have to be on a meeting in 17 minutes. Woo! Hey. Oh. All right. Guess we're not going to do core on stream today. I do need to work some in, but maybe I'll do some when I do cardio tonight. Pelvic floor is important. Kegels can help with ED. Yes. Sexual health is important. And you should talk about it. My homework. Most certainly don't know what those are. I've heard of them though. So it is pronounced. So it is spelled that way. Just as a little FYI, just to make it easier to search up for folks. Oh, you know what I should do? I should throw on the belt and do Ari's like tapered waist with the belt. Ari always gets really good shots because he throws on the belt around the hips. Kind of a hack. Can you recommend a pelvic floor hypertrophy routine? So you mean to get your pelvic floor yoked? Like to get a big bulbous pelvic floor? You're male and trying to figure out how to use a Kegel muscle. Go pee and stop peeing. That's the muscle you're controlling. That's it. That's pretty much it. It's important for everybody. Like it can lead to other complications. I just want the striations. Well, so my understanding that like Kegels are important for women, females, folks with uteruses, because of the fact that like the monthly process of menstruating tends to involve a lot of intra-abdominal muscle engagement, voluntary and involuntary uteri. Yeah. A person with a uterus. Yes. I started having urinary incontinence. It's not so fun being in your 30s and peeing in your pants. I will say that does not sound like fun. You know, sometimes we talk about, you know, things that I've never tried on this stream, and I'm like, you know, that could be a good time. I could give that a go. And I can say pretty securely. That's one of those things. I'm not gonna give that a try. If I can avoid it. We can avoid it, we're not gonna do that. My core is so burnt out. I will do these, but I'm very tired. Come on. Uterus, not uter you. No, uter you. Yes, pelvic floor. It's important. Run boss, welcome in. How you doing? Good day to you. Happy Monday. Started ketamine assisted therapy in January. Ooh. I'm gonna keep my trapper. I'm gonna keep my yapper trapped on ketamine. That is something that I know very little about, but I understand there is quite a large discussion around right now. I'm glad it's been helpful for you, Cat Bro. Ooh. 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 Lowered my medical load. I feel like me. That's great. That's great, though. I'm glad it's working for you. What goes along with that? Is it kind of a phased thing? Doing my final report cards for the year, and it's officially summer break. I was just going to ask if you ran today. I'm trying to decide if this evening I'm going to try to run, or if I'll just do some walking. I'm still feeling pretty busted up from Saturday. I told myself I was going to do 4 sets. 4 sets of tricep dips. We've done 3. We're about a week away from Kelly's 4-year stem cell transplant anniversary. Shoot, Dan. Are y'all doing anything to celebrate? you need less and less as time goes on. So that's like the opposite of most most treatments, right? You're gonna run 4 miles and a nice dinner with the fam. Lovely. Lovely. Bad situation employment wise. Otherwise, probably on a once a month treatment. Damn. Yeah, I don't know as much about the whole ketamine thing. Maybe I should do a little research, but 1 more year and she's considered cured. Damn, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. Fingers crossed for you, broski. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do this last set, and then we'll pose for Ari. We'll pose for Ari in our dip belt.
Do it.
Do it. Thanks everyone for joining me today for another lift. Here's hoping I don't have a bunch of messages waiting for me at work. And Shim. See, even if I like flex it out, I still don't look as good as Ari does. He's just got more to swing around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Big man's just got a bit more to swing around than I do. Brace the core. Embrace the heavy belt. Right here. Come an underwear model. Hit me up, Calvin Klein. No one looks as good as Ari. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. I will include as much context as I need to. Thank you very much. Everyone, truly, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for vibing with me. I need to get back to work because I have to go to a training. And I'm going to go stinky. Because I feel like it. We're going to raid. I don't care about Assassin's Creed Mirage. We're going to raid Misha, Akira Mitsuoka. Misha raided us last week. And you know what? Misha's a good looking fella. But yes, hey, everyone. Have a great day on purpose. Have a great week. If you would be so kind as to grab one of these raid messages, the first one if you are not a subscriber, the second one if you are a subscriber, it's gonna look a little something like that. I really appreciate it. Grab it so we can go say hi to Misha. You can drop a konbanwa if you want to. If you speak Japanese. Anyway, I'm going to be back Tuesday night, maybe. The schedule's really up in the air this week. I'm sorry. We still got the whole bathroom thing going on, and I have to be flexible for contractors. So I'm going to try to stream tomorrow night some games, play some Zelda. Definitely not a Wednesday lift this week, because I am going to need to take that day to go into the gym to get my showering done. But then Friday, we are going to be lifting. Pretty sure we're going to be lifting and streaming. But yes, with that, be kind to yourself. Kind to someone else. Do a little something that fills your tank this week. Get the work in if you need to. If you have not joined us on the social medias yet, please do so there. If you want to get into the Discord, get up-to-date information on what's happening with the stream. Also, take part in our conversations about pets, about food, about all things life. It's pretty great. It's pretty great. Chimera, thank you for being here. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye!